Hi everyone. Our subject today is about religion as manners. Religion teaches people to be good and to behave and be kind with everyone based on what's known as the golden rule, which is the principle of the principle of treating others as one wants to be treated. This maxim is found in most religions and cultures. The idea dates at least to the early Confucian times. Prominently, it appeared in Buddhism, Hinduism, Zoroastrianism, Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. Actually, in all major religions. In Judaism, a rule of altruistic reciprocity was stated positively in a well known Torah verse in Leviticus chapter 19, verse 18. It says, "You shall not take vengeance or bear a grudge against your kinsfolk. Love your neighbor as yourself. I am the Lord." This is one major command of the Ten Commandments, that is. Now, Hilal, the most prominent Jewish religious leader, used this verse as the most important message of the Torah for his teaching. Hilal recognized brotherly love as fundamental principle of Jewish ethics. Once he was challenged by a Gentile means a non-Jew, who asked to be converted under the condition that the Torah be explained to him while he stood on one foot. Now, amazingly, Hilal accepted the challenge and accepted the, this person as a candidate for conversion to Judaism, drawing on the verse above. I mean, bringing the verse above that says, "Don't do to other what you don't like and would like him to do to you," and something like this. So, and and then he briefed the man, telling him like in conclusion or like in a brief thing as the man wanted, while he stands on one foot, which is about probably seconds or very few minutes. So Hilal told him, "What is hateful to you, do not do to your fellow," and confirmed him, saying that this is the whole Torah. The rest is the explanation. So go and learn. The irony of this statement, in light of the treatment of Gentile by the state of Israel and other supporters of the Zionist or Zionist cause globally, is quite sad and shameful and disputable. Anyway, this concept, as part of the declaration towards a global ethic or the ethic of reciprocity, is commonly referred to as "do unto others," titled "Do unto others." The common English phrasing of it is "do unto others as you would have them to do, or as you would have them do unto you." Another verse cited by Jesus, which says in Leviticus chapter 19, the verse number is 34. It says, but treat them just as you treat your own citizens. Love foreigners as you love yourselves, because you were foreigners one time in Egypt. Prior to the advent of Islam, the Arabian Peninsula was known to not believe and practice this concept. You know, tribes fighting, tribes competition, and tribes raiding each other, and so on. Pre-Islamic Arabs regarded the survival of their tribes as most essential and to be ensured by ancient right of blood vengeance. That was the law. But when Islam's message was delivered, teachings and guidance included Prophet Muhammad teachings about this concept is resumed in, I'm going to say, the resumption, the resume of it, which is the teaching of Muhammad. The most righteous person is the one who consents for others what he consents for himself, and who dislikes for them what he dislikes for himself. It's a little bit in detail of the famous phrase, the golden, what we call the golden rule: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. But it's, you know, it's like the two extreme of it. Consequently, all companions became brothers, as per the teaching of Muhammad, of course, helping one another in many ways. And this is very known in the Sirah and the Sunnah and the history of Islam, you know, in the first, especially in the first few centuries. So, helping one another in many ways and shared their assets, food and knowledge, etc. They learned that kindness is caring about others and doing things to help make their lives better and build meaningful relations, of course. Examples are many. Verses in this sense are as many as well. One verse, maybe, we can write books about it. It's verse number 34 of Surah 41. Listen to this. It says, nor can goodness and evil be equal. It's impossible that goodness and evil to be the same, I mean, on the same level or alike or something, whatever, can be equal. Repel with what is better. Okay, so repel with what, push aside and replace or substitute, push aside something bad and replace by something good. Okay, what is better? In this case, then will he. Between whom and you was hatred becomes as it were your friend and intimate. Which means, if you substitute bad things with good things all the time, no matter what, take it as an attitude, your principal manner, okay? If you do this all the time, then take a scenario of someone that, let's say, bothers you, someone that upsets you all the time, or whatever. Okay, if you keep on being good towards him, all the time good towards him, then he will see himself inclined naturally or forcibly or whatever to be good with you. Simple as this. To be good or to react positively and be good And this is a rule that is known among people. Be good to others no matter what, even if there's a hatred. I mean, even if someone hates you, keep on being good towards him to the point whereby he will feel ashamed of himself not to respond in the same goodness. So that he between whom and you was hatred, okay, becomes as it were your friend and intimate, becomes very, well, very close or friendly at least. So kindness build a close relation and make you feel connected. See, socializing. This was the state of mind and the status of Muhammad followers then, and maybe sometimes after that as well, which means probably one or two century after that. Uh, that was the status and the state of mind of the believers, Muhammad followers, and the generation that came after, which is freshly affected by. Unfortunately, these days, despite the merits of this concept, the golden rule, do unto others what you would like them do unto you, this concept and its widespread knowledge, which means the exercising of this concept and the consequences, the known consequences of it, that beneficial to all humanity and so on. In spite of this throughout the Arab world, it is widely ignored. Unfortunately, it is widely ignored and even replaced by, oh no, 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 me first. You know, the selfishness, the egoism, whatever. I mean, we can talk long about that. Me first. Educational fact culture actually fracturing and dividing the community. This becomes an educational uh, culture. Me first, me first, me first. Selfish. It is the era. So nowadays, this thing becomes the era of the strong and powerful. This is why the me first surfaces. So this era of strong and powerful needs to be taught and educated so that they may be humanized. I mean, the people of these days, especially in the Arab world, I would say, need to be educated and taught so they would become humanized, to change attitude, to adopt manners that go along with the goodness and friendship and friendly relations and so on. Thank you.